You know a lot about golf.
Well, we're waiting.
Those weekend golf guys, we are here. John Ashton in studio. Jeff Smith somewhere in Chicago playing politics with the PGA. So we've gone to the A-team. The guy we keep in reserve only when we need to make an impression. I'm not quite sure what kind of impression we make, but the CEO, the head honcho of Golf Talk America, Mr. Frank Bassett. Frank, what's up, man?
I'm good, John. I'm good. How are those weekend golf guys? What's happening?
We just kind of muddle through the week, and then the weekend comes, and suddenly we have a mission to accomplish, and we're here.
I don't miss a show. I mean, you guys are so entertaining. It's unbelievable.
Appreciate
that.
It's
great.
Yeah, it's so entertaining, but he doesn't want to be seen in public with us because you're headed down to Augusta, and our invitation to join you must have gotten lost in the mail.
The postage was wrong. It's probably on its way back. But we are. We're on our way down there. Wish you could be with us. It's going to be a great week. We arrive Sunday. Get all set up and ready to go, and we'll be on the air all week, live from the Azalea House on Azalea, just right across the street from the main entrance to Augusta National. Be there all week. If you haven't been there, for your listeners, it's an incredible, incredible event. More goes on outside of Augusta National Golf Club than does inside. Trust me, it's a heck of a party. An event like no other, to coin a phrase, or Jim Nance coined that phrase, whatever. But it's an incredible time. Our good friend Brendan Sweeney is going to co-host with me live from the Azalea House all week.
Well, at least you won't have to worry about getting any words in edgewise with Brendan.
Why do you think I asked you?
Hang back and recuperate from the inevitable hangover and let Brendan go.
Tim Matthews, the CBS broadcaster, live from our Dallas studios, is going to be in studio in Dallas during the week doing the show with us. We just got back from the Tucson Conquistador Classic, hosted by the Omni Tucson National Resort. So we were there all week for that PGA Tour Champions event. Now back to the Masters, and then off to probably the RBC, and after that, the players are Big Bear. Is it Big Bear, Big Creek, Big... Uh-oh, I'm going to get in trouble on this one. It's that place in Branson, Missouri, where they have that golf tournament.
Branson, Missouri. That's great.
Missouri.
Getting down there on Sunday to the Masters is really cool because, the drive, pitch, putt contest, the PGA's version of the punt, pass, and kick that the NFL's been doing for so long, that is such a great thing for kids. It's a phenomenal idea. Whoever came up with it should get a promotion.
I think it was the PGA in conjunction with the USGA and participation with the PGA Tour and led by the Augusta National Board.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was just a whole collaboration. And it is. It's an incredible thing to see those kids out there pitching, chipping, driving, putting, playing on the same grounds that Bobby Jones initially envisioned, designed, built, and then all the great players after him. It's a cool place and a cool event. And by the way, for your listeners, if you don't have it, I'm not plugging DirecTV here, okay? Because they haven't sent us a check.
Okay.
But, in fact, I'm sending them a check today. They sent me a nice note and said, pay or we're shutting you off. So I guess I need to pay them.
Yeah.
But they're going to be broadcasting this, the first broadcast of a golf tournament, in 4K. So if you have a 4K TV, 4 or 5 times the quality of 1080p or 1080i. It's incredible to watch something in 4K.
I've already scoped out my space at Best Buy to watch it.
Well, you and our buddy, your producer, Mark Hunter, go by and get you a Yeti cooler, fill it up, go into Best Buy, and test drive that new 72-inch 4K puppy. It's going to be a blast, and of course, as I said, the Azalea House is where we'll be all week. We'll also be at Jones Creek Golf Club on Tuesday for the annual fundraiser for the Veteran Golfers Association. That's a big golf tournament. Plaxico Burrus, Chris Carter. Oh, gosh, I can't even think of all the celebrities that are going to be there for this thing. So we'll be live there, and then we'll be out on the course smacking the old white ball around, as you know, John, with my Seymour putter. Do you have a Seymour putter yet?
I do.
John?
and it works.
I hate to hear that.
This year, Mr. Frank, I mean, we're playing for money.
I could only beat you by out-putting you.
I know.
I mean, everything else, I mean, I'm playing golf. I'm spraying and praying. You know, I'm coming out of the woods, but I can out-putt you. But now that's over, you're telling me.
With fingers crossed and knocking upon wood, but yes. Yes, it is. Shameless self-promotion time, Frank. People want to hear the Golf Talk America broadcast live from the Masters. Where do they go? When do they go? Et cetera, et cetera.
Okay, PGAtour.com, beginning on Wednesday, we'll be broadcasting. You can catch the show at 10 o'clock time on PGAtour.com/podcasts, and we'll have a lot of interviews posted and a lot of fun stuff there.
That'd be fantastic. Hey, enjoy Masters Week without us.
Hey, you know what? There'll be a hole in my heart.
Yeah.
I got a tear. Here it is, John. I got a tear in my ear from lying on my back, crying in my sleep over you.
Yeah, and my other favorite song, "How Can I Miss You When You Won't Go Away." All right, Frank Bassett, Golf Talk America. Catch live Masters podcasts and broadcasts, PGAtour.com. And Frank, travel safe, man. And you better start practicing some of the other clubs because you're going to need them this year.
Thanks, my friends. It's always a pleasure to be with you. Great show. Love listening to you, and can't wait to have you down at the Masters next year with us.
We'll be there. Thanks, man. We'll consider that our official invitation. We've got a lot more stuff coming up, great stuff coming up. We've got some museum-quality pieces that you can actually bid on, some Masters memorabilia, etc. Going to be talking with a guy named Kip Inglet is coming up next. Don't you move. You checked out our Facebook page yet? It's facebook.com/golf guys. Go there and like us.
Hi, I'm George Foreman. Do you have an idea for a new product or invention? People ask me all the time, George, how do I get my idea in front of companies? How do I get a patent? What do I do next? Do you have the same questions? I'll tell you like I'll tell them all. Call my friends at InventHelp.
Call InventHelp today for free information. InventHelp can submit your invention to companies who are interested in receiving new ideas. Call InventHelp today.
Call 1-800-352-1597. That's 1-800-352-1597.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. Operators are waiting at 800-554-4183 to take your call now. Call 800-554-4183. That's 800-554-4183. Again, 800-554-4183.
Harry Taylor is a PGA Tour golfer, best known for his short game and for the fact that he is the tailor in TaylorMade. He has been a designer of golf clubs for a long time. And one of the things he really wanted to do was design wedges that would work well out of the box for 98% of the golfing public. That's you and me, people. HarryTaylorGolf.com. Go take a look at these wedges. One, they're beautiful. Two, they work really, really well for 98% of us. And three, I can get you at a discount. Just when you order, please use the code LOVEMeTender, and that $169 black wedge is going to set you back only $109. That's right, $60 off. And the $149 wedge will be $99, $50 off. If you use the code LOVEMeTender at checkout. HarryTaylorGolf.com. Love Me Tender in the code box at checkout. You're going to get yourself a great wedge at a great price. We appreciate it. And welcome back, those weekend golf guys. John Ashton in the studio. Jeff Smith, who knows where Jeff's at? He's off and about somewhere doing some PGA business. We're in here, and we don't really need him to talk to Mr. Kip Ingle. Kip is a return guest. He was with us last year about this same time. Kip, thanks for coming back to those weekend golf guys. How you been, man?
Pleasure to talk to you, John. Love the Midwest, and Midwest golf is some of the best golf. So we've been good, and we've put together a real nice auction this year for the collectors of golf memorabilia, highlighted by 4 tournament-used golf balls. We can get into them a little bit more, but
you run the gamut from the sublime to the ridiculous, from keepsake memorabilia. This would be cool to put on a shelf in your living room stuff to museum quality pieces.
Absolutely. And when you say that, that's 100% correct. We have, on the crazy side, we have a Scotty Cameron head cover that's actually been made out of a NASA spacesuit. So that's definitely out there and not in the traditional golf collecting world. But when you talk the traditional golf collecting world, we've got some special things this year in line, and they start with these 4 tournament-used golf balls. There was an announcer at Augusta by the name of Ralph Hutchinson that was a good friend of Bobby Jones and grew up actually with Ben Hogan when they were both in 32 traveling the winter circuit. It was Hutchinson and it was Ben Hogan and Jack Grout by car, and Ben always remembered this, and when Mr. Hutchinson became the announcer at the 18th hole, greeting players as they came up and then giving their scores long before the leaderboards, John, he then contacted Ben Hogan and got his golf ball, an actual winning golf ball. Wow. He continued this trait, and when Kerry Middlecoff won the Masters in 55, came right off, handed the ball to Ralph Hutchinson, and actually signed the ball that he used. This continued on into 58 when the young swashbuckling Arnold Palmer won, and lo and behold, Hutchinson got his golf ball as well.
Wow.
So those are some of the things that highlighted actual historical pieces, and not quite like that NASA space-used head putter cover, but neat nonetheless. And like you said, we have a little bit of the unusual to the true historical items, John.
Well, in fact, we got a picture and we posted it on our Facebook page of a postcard and kind of an early direct mail piece announcing the opening of Augusta National, Bobby Jones' signature on it. And a picture is about as close to that as we're going to get, but
yeah, that's the nice thing with Ralph Hutchinson. There was a portrait that was also done of Bobby Jones by a member at the Augusta National. Bobby thought so much of Ralph Hutchinson that he personalized one of these limited edition prints of 100 to Ralph and gave him that, and that's another item that's in the auction. Continue along the Bobby Jones theme, we also have the renowned book Down the Fairway, that it's one of 300 limited editions that Bobby Jones signed, and was also signed by the famous author that chronicled Jones's career, O.B. Keeler. So fans of that will like that. For the folks who enjoy the vintage equipment, we have a mid-1800s feathery crescent ball, which is one of the finest condition known. The crazy thing, John, when I went to this gentleman's home and picked it up, he made me put on white gloves. I couldn't even touch this. He said, "Don't get your oil from your skin on it."
That's right.
That backed me up.
Hey, Kip, why do you do this every year?
We do it for a couple of reasons. Obviously, it's our profession that we thoroughly enjoy. And the other thing that we enjoy about it is bringing the history of the game and the chase to find these things. At the beginning of the year, I would have never thought that I'd be holding in my hand the golf ball that Arnold Palmer used in winning the 1958 Masters.
Yeah.
I would have never thought that something from the mid-1800s golf that I didn't have it in my hand, I had it in my gloved hand, but that I'd have the opportunity to hold something like that. So it's the pure joy of going out there and finding great things that pertain to the game that we all love, which is golf.
Right. Now, do folks have to be in Augusta to participate in this, or?
That's the beauty of the golf auction, is that we cater to people across the entire world. So the fellow that's in Korea can be bidding on our 1952 Masters badge. The fellow that's in Louisville, Kentucky can be bidding on it. The fellow that's in Hawaii can be bidding on it. And so it brings the whole world together through golf, and they simply can go to thegolfauction.com, get registered to bid in the auction, and we're actually live this evening, and we'll continue through the Sunday of the Masters. So plenty of time to look at the items, and then when things get going on Sunday night after the final putt drops, that's when you really go after the great collectibles of golf.
Especially if you're furnishing a pro shop or a golf shop, or you're just a collector and a lover of the game and you need something for the man cave. It's a great thing to do. Kip Engel, thanks for spending some time with us, man. And again, it's golfauction.com. Go there now, get registered, and get ready for, I mean, even the fantasy of just looking at everything and picturing it in your home. Even if you don't win, it's still fun to think about for a week, you know?
That it is. Appreciate the opportunity to be with you again, John.
Oh, anytime our door's open, man, this will become an annual tradition. A tradition like no other, to coin a phrase.
Hey, Jim Nance is getting old there. You might need to pop in for him, John.
Yeah. Kip Engel, thank you again, sir, and have yourself a very successful golf auction this year, and we hope to participate with you, and we'll talk to you again next year, if not sooner. All right, we are going to be right back. We got a lot more. We're going to talk some Masters handicapping a little bit later on, and we're going to talk with Elisa Gaudet about Women's Golf Day. That's coming up. Don't you move.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 800-554-4183 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 800-554-4183 to take your call now. Call 800-554-4183. That's 800-554-4183. Again, 800-554-4183.
Harry Taylor is a PGA Tour golfer, best known for his short game and for the fact that he is the tailor in TaylorMade. He has been a designer of golf clubs for a long time. And one of the things he really wanted to do was design wedges that would work well out of the box for 98% of the golfing public. That's you and me, people. HarryTaylorGolf.com. Go take a look at these wedges. One, they're beautiful. Two, they work really, really well for 98% of us. And three, I can get you at a discount. Just when you order, please use the code LOVEMeTender, and that $169 black wedge is going to set you back only $109. That's right, $60 off. And the $149 wedge will be $99, $50 off. If you use the code LOVEMeTender at checkout. HarryTaylorGolf.com. Love Me Tender in the code box at checkout. You're going to get yourself a great wedge at a great price. We appreciate it.
I've owned my company for 14 years now, and I can tell you that payroll is a 4-letter word. I hate doing it. It eats up hours I don't have, and it costs me money I could be saving. But my accountant's too expensive, and I'm not sure who to call. But I know I need help.
We're Paychex, and we take all the hassles out of small business payroll. We save you time and money. It's easy. Call, fax, or give us your payroll information securely online, and we take care of the rest. We calculate the correct taxes, manage payments and direct deposits. We even send out your checks. Payroll doesn't need to be a 4-letter word anymore. We're so sure that we can save you time and money that we'll give you a month's payroll free just for calling 877-376-2829. Get 1 month's payroll for free. Call Paychex right now. 877-376-2829. That's 877-376-2829.
Hi, I'm George Foreman. Do you have an idea for a new product or invention? People ask me all the time, George, how do I get my idea in front of companies? How do I get a patent? What do I do next? Do you have the same questions? I'll tell you like I'll tell them all. Call my friends at InventHelp.
Call InventHelp today for free information. InventHelp can submit your invention to companies who are interested in receiving new ideas. Call InventHelp today.
Call 1-800-352-1597. That's 1-800-352-1597.
Now there's a martini that improves your driving. The new Martini Golf Tee actually gives you longer, straighter drives compared to old-fashioned wood tees. It's virtually unbreakable, made in the USA, and conforms with USGA rules. Get yours today at martinigolftees.com. So improve your driving with a martini. The Martini Golf Tee. Visit martinigolftees.com.
And welcome back, those weekend golf guys. John Ashton in studio, Jeff Smith out and about doing some PGA business. We have surrounded ourselves with great guests for today's show. And our next guest up is Elisa Gaudet, who's the author of Two Good Rounds, which is a great book. If you have not yet read it, do so. Also, president at Executive Golf International and a homegirl. She's from Arlington, Massachusetts, as we say. So, a fellow Red Sox, Patriots, Celtics, Bruins fan. Elisa, welcome to those weekend golf guys. How you doing? Talked to you a little bit down at the PGA show, and you've got something pretty special going on now, and it's Women's Golf Day.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know what? It seemed like the industry was a bit fragmented. There's a lot of great programs out there, but there wasn't one unifier. So, a couple of us industry veterans got together, and I think the really interesting component here is all of these people are volunteering, including myself, our time. We kind of created a little strategy and decided to do something that would really just unify everybody, women and girls in particular, and give them an opportunity to either try it for the first time, pick it up because they had stopped at some point, or, active golfers to get everybody together. Kind of what Susan Coleman has done and a lot of these other organizations. And all it is we have this one day, June 7th, from 4 to 8 p.m. So it's one day for 4 hours, and it's a place where, girls and women can go and experience golf. And 2 hours, if you're doing it at a golf course, it's 2 hours of instruction or play, and then 2 hours of socializing. We're going to find out about what's next steps, whether it's Get Golf Ready, EWGA, lots of programs that are out there, local programs, the club that they're playing at, what options are available there. There's also a number of retailers like PGA Tour Superstore and Golfsmith, and those that are also hosting this. So it's really an industry-wide initiative. The management companies are largely behind it as well. Probably thousands, if not millions, of soccer moms, and they don't necessarily play soccer. So we kind of think that women should have a positive taste in their mouth, and we would love to eradicate the word golf widow.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as golf widows.
This is something that when you study the way the genders behave differently, one of the differences between men and women is women tend to be more social, I guess you could say. They like to do things together. Yep. A guy will throw the clubs in the car and drive to the course and hang out until, there's a threesome that he can hook up with. But women like to do everything. They plan it and they do it together. And this is such a great way to get the group, get the bridge club or the book club or even the pickup line at school, the carpool line with all the people that you talk to every afternoon. Get together and just go experience it. If you don't play, go out for 2 hours and just see how much fun it can actually be, and do it with your friends.
Absolutely. Yeah, and that's what we've, and this is a well thought out plan with a lot of people's input, everything down to the day and the time where, like I said, the management companies and, the retailers and stuff said, hey, let's do it at the beginning of the season. Let's do it on a Tuesday afternoon. Monday there's a lot of charity events, a lot of things happen at the golf course. And it's really, really simple. Right now, between now and April 12th, we really want to get as many golf courses and golf facilities as possible on board. And they set the price. We're working with Eventbrite, so it's going through their, system. If you already use it, then you're going to know it's super simple. Mm-hmm. And it can be free. You can choose the price you want, depending on what you want to do. The format's already there. Like I said, that's 4 to 8 p.m., and it's broken down. And we're just encouraging everybody to get on board. Like you and I were talking earlier, but Waterville Golf Links in Ireland has signed up. We have another course in England. There's numerous courses in Canada. I mean, we didn't imagine that it would be international year one, but it is, and that's extremely exciting.
So we've got golf course operators listening right at this very moment, and let's say they say, yeah, I'm kind of familiar, or even if I haven't heard of it before, where can they go to say, hey, sign me up? I'd love to get more women coming out here to my course.
Yep. So womensgolfday.com. And when you go there, It's really a really simple site. Just so everybody's clear too, is like we're not competing with anybody because there's no ongoing programs. We're going to have we have a resources page that's going to point you where to go next. But it says create an event, and that is where they would go, and it literally walks you through. There's only a couple things. The only thing that we really need from a golf course is the name of the golf course, the literal address, and their logo.
Mm-hmm.
And especially if they're doing a free event, it literally will be set up. That's how quick it is, and it's all geolocated. So whether you're a pay-for-play, a muni, even private clubs, if you're looking to get new members, we suggest that you do things like have one of your, and we respect that they're private clubs, have your member invite another member if you're looking to generate more memberships or more community engagement that way. If you're a completely private club and you've got a waiting list and you don't want to do anything, then we encourage you to do just a women's golf day with your own members, but you're part of a larger community, and the women there, I think, will appreciate greatly that they were part of something, bigger that's going on internationally. And when you think about things like social media and what have you, that everybody all around the world is doing the exact same thing on the exact same day at the exact same time is pretty cool.
Right. And if you are a female golfer or golfer wannabe, just go to your local club and suggest maybe they participate. Especially if...
Oh, that would be huge.
Yeah, that would be great. And that probably be more of an incentive for the golf course to sign on and get on board than anything else. Is just knowing that some of the folks who are already using your course would like them to do this so they can expose the game and the course to more women. It's a great idea. And it's June, 12th, 7th, 8th, 9th?
June 7th.
June 7th.
Right, June 7th. It's a Tuesday from 4 to 8 p.m., yep. And we're trying, like I said, we're trying to get the golf courses and everybody to engage by April 12th. I mean, if they do it afterwards, it's not the end. But from April 12th on, we're going to start really sending the message out to the consumer, because then we want to drive them to go on. And everything is geolocated. So if you go on our site and you punch in your zip code, or you go onto Eventbrite and put in women's golf in your zip code, it's going to come up automatically. So
fantastic.
It's great, and everybody's behind it and promoting it. And
fantastic.
I think it's a win-win for everybody.
Certainly is.
Yeah.
Elisa Gaudet. And go read her book, too, 2 Good Rounds. That's a fantastic book. I really enjoyed it. And also, I just, on a personal note, just want to point out that living in New York now, but being a huge Boston fan, can be dangerous. You have to bite your tongue at times, don't you?
Yeah, I can tell you, I've had older men staring me down. I thought they were something with their looks. Just on my way to the gym with the Red Sox hat on. So,
yeah,
but
that
I'm
is
not one to tread lightly, so I take that adversity as it comes. But,
yes, it'll be a challenge. Just another challenge to face. Elisa, thanks for spending some time with us, and good luck in anything we can do to help the Women's Golf Day program this first year get off the ground. Give us a holler. Our doors are open.
All right, yeah, maybe we got to get Tom Brady and Giselle on board. That would help.
Oh, couldn't hurt. Couldn't hurt. All right, womensgolfday.com. Check it out. Elisa Gaudet, thank you very much, ma'am, and we'll be talking to you again very soon. Have yourself a wonderful afternoon.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Same to you.
I've owned my company for 14 years now, and I can tell you that payroll is a 4-letter word. I hate doing it. It eats up hours I don't have, and it costs me money I could be saving, but my accountant's too expensive, and I'm not sure who to call. But I know I need help.
We're Paychex, and we take all the hassles out of small business payroll. We save you time and money. It's easy. Call, fax, or give us your payroll information securely online, and we take care of the rest. We calculate the correct taxes, manage payments and direct deposits. We even send out your checks. Payroll doesn't need to be a 4-letter word anymore. We're so sure that we can save you time and money that we'll give you a month's payroll free. Just for calling 877-376-2829. Get 1 month's payroll for free. Call Paychex right now. 877-376-2829. That's 877-376-2829.
Raising kids can be tough these days. As a parent, you've got your hands full making sure your kids have what they need to stay healthy and get the care they need when they're sick. Well, now there's help. Medicaid and the Children's Health Insurance Program offer free or low-cost health insurance for kids and teens, all the way up to age 19. They can get regular checkups, immunizations, doctor and dentist visits, hospital care, mental health services, prescriptions, and more. Children in a family of 4 earning up to $47,700 a year or more may qualify, and parents may be eligible for Medicaid too. It's a helping hand for parents with their hands full. For more information, go online to insurekidsnow.gov or call 1-877-KIDS-NOW. That's 1-877-543-7669. Enrollment is open year-round, but why wait? A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
And welcome back, those weekend golf guys. John Ashton in studio. Of course, Jeff Smith still out politicking in Chicago for the PGA. So we are here. And what we have done, rather than pine Jeff's absence, is we've just surrounded ourselves for this show with some of the good friends we have in the golf business. And we want to bring in Steve Coulton, who is Mr. OnCore Golf, a golf entrepreneur, a golf ball aficionado, just a cool guy who has living in Buffalo. That's saying something. So
thanks,
first
John,
off,
before that last part too, you had to throw in a jab at Buffalo, right?
Yeah, I did. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Just
par for the course.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Buffalo used to be one of those cities. There was Buffalo, Pittsburgh, and Cleveland. You could elicit laughter just by mentioning their name. I don't know why.
Yeah, well, it's changed a lot since I moved from New York City with Brett a little over 4 years ago. We started the OnCore Golf in New York City, and I've loved every day since. It's really cool to be a part of a city that's on the rise and really being revitalized, and we're hopefully a big part of that change as well.
Well, we've got a friend, Eric Wood, who graduated. He's a U of L graduate and a Louisville native who's playing center on your football team now.
Oh, yeah. We Rex Ryan brought him out for Jim Kelly's Golf Classic every year. And Rex actually won the long drive with our golf ball. And Eric was out there playing. He played the ball for a few holes as well. So great guy.
Yeah, he's a great guy. He's a pretty good golfer, too. Pretty good golfer. So.
Oh, yeah. He's got a great swing. I think we actually we filmed him and put him up on the OnCore YouTube at one point a little over a year ago.
Yeah.
So
well, when you're 6'8", 280 or 310 or whatever it is he is, you got a little power behind you there.
Oh yeah, he can eat too. He was at a sushi restaurant where I was dining at, and sure enough, they ran out of food before I could order.
No more fish. You go now.
Yeah.
Man, before we get into your take on what's going to happen in the Masters this coming weekend, how's life in the golf ball business, man? How's your new ball doing? I personally love it.
Oh, it's amazing. Thanks for asking. We've got 3 new balls launching in this year alone, so we're incredibly busy. The first ball, the Avant, which is the ball you've played, and you got a sample at the PGA show back in January, is a super soft, low compression distance golf ball. So it's going to give you low backspin off the driver on the tee, which is great for distance, and it's longer than anything we've tested. And then on the wedge into the greens on the TrackMan, you're going to see higher spin.
Yeah.
So lower spin off the driver, higher spin on the wedge than some of the leading tour balls. So it's a really great combination, and we're right at $20 a dozen. So it's hard to beat that price point.
Whoa! Wow, that's surprising. I would have assumed, I would have paid $40, $45 for it without question. I can tell you that now that you've set the price. I can see it's $20, but for you, John, it's $45.
Trust me, when we started seeing the data compared to some of the leading selling golf balls, we thought the same thing. But really, the company is very young and millennial driven, and it's going after the golfers that might not have the disposable income of some of the baby boomers.
Yeah.
We wanted a ball that could be priced right for everyone.
Yeah.
People new to the game, people who might not have the income of the older folks. So being that we are a very young, hip, up-and-coming company, we wanted a ball that could appeal to everyone.
Let me tell you how hip these guys are, man. Their company has a position, the director of fun. we need to emulate that.
Yes.
We need to, if we could find one as vibrant and pretty as she was, then we'd be doing okay. But they kind of hang out with millennials. They don't hang out with baby boomers. There's a bit of a disparity there. Oh well. So can you give us any hints, or is this, if I tell you I got to shoot you kind of thing, about the other stuff coming later on this year?
Yeah, no, I have to see it to do it. No, I'm just kidding. So we've got the Caliber, which is it's an improved version of the MA 1.0, the first hollow metal core ball that we launched. So
right.
It has a hollow metal core, and it's got a hotter mantle layer around it, softer cover, improvements that are going to be for the better player. And that ball will be out May 1st, and that'll be at a $30 price point. And the main benefit of the hollow core is the accuracy,
right?
And it's phenomenal on the putting green. So we're excited because we'll have, between the Avant being soft, low compression, and really one of the longest balls out there, if not the longest, the Caliber being the straightest, most accurate ball. And then at the end of the summer, we'll have the Tour Caliber. That probably won't be launched until the PGA show, but that'll be a 4-piece urethane golf ball with a smaller hollow metal core, so about half the size of the hollow metal core in the Caliber. And it'll be the best of both worlds, best of distance and accuracy.
Fantastic. All right. Well, we'll be looking for all of that, and you have my address. If not, we'll make sure you get it when we're done here. That's just a small hint I thought I'd drop.
You got it. Definitely. You'll be the first one to get them, John.
Now, we got this little tournament coming up this weekend, and we thought, last year, after your stellar performance on picking some of the best players, we'd come back to you, give you a chance to redeem yourself.
Well, hopefully you don't have any money riding on these picks, but yeah, I'll do my best to give you the shakedown, the OnCore shakedown for sure.
Yeah. So, I mean, who looks good to you, and how many weeks do you think it takes to get some idea of what tack a player is on, and who's going to break out or stuff like that? How do you? What's the process, Steve?
It's a good question. I think when trying to compile my list, it's I realized it's definitely appears to be a combination of art and science. It's kind of like trying to value a company, right? You've got all these metrics and scientific data points, but at the end of the day, anyone can kind of have one of those breakout moments, and there's so much pressure at the Masters that I'm sure there's going to be some people at the top who we wouldn't even guess in a million years. So that's exciting. I think that's why we all love to watch the tournament. What I kind of did for my pick was I looked at who's trending this year. So I looked at the top 10s for 2016 on the PGA Tour. I looked at the world rankings, and I also went to past Masters performance from last year, and then I looked at the Vegas odds, because if you know where the money is, they're usually pretty savvier than most.
Yeah. They didn't build that city by losing money.
No, they took all our money, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So with that said, I'll start my top 5. I'll start with number 5. I think Jordan Spieth is going to be at 5. Vegas, interestingly enough, has him an 8-1 favorite. They had him 2, with Jason Day being 1. But His last year he obviously won the Masters, and he's currently the number 2 player in the world. I think he's had a little bit of a slower start than he would have liked, and so I've got him at 5. At number 4, I've got Jason Day, and I know he's super hot. He's fresh off a Dell Match Play win. He's number 1 player in the world. He's Vegas has him number 1 with their odds, but I think with all that pressure around him to perform, I think I don't think he's gonna win again. I think he'll be in there at number 4. Number 3, I had Ricky Fowler. He's always in the mix at these majors. He's actually tied for 3rd in top 10s this year. He's got, out of 8 events, he's got 4 top 10s, which is pretty darn good. And he's number 5 in the world right now. And he's always in the mix. I had the chance to see him at the Waste Management Open. We were there. And what a great finish that was, even though he didn't win. So I think he's going to be a contender as well. Number 2, I had Dustin Johnson.
Okay, can I get you
again, kind of like?
Can I get you to stop right there
ahead.
for a minute, Steve? I just want to point out that that numbers 5, 4, and 3 are all millennials. So I don't know if there's that affinity going on or not, but
I may be a little biased.
You may be. Let's get number 2. Let's get number 2 and number 1 when we come right back. If you can hang on with us, we're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back. We are those Weekend Golf Guys. We highly suggest that you stay right where you're at. Harry Taylor is a PGA Tour golfer, best known for his short game and for the fact that he is the tailor in TaylorMade. He has been a designer of golf clubs for a long time. And one of the things he really wanted to do was design wedges that would work well out of the box for 98% of the golfing public. That's you and me, people. HarryTaylorGolf.com. Go take a look at these wedges. 1, they're beautiful. 2, they work really, really well for 98% of us. And 3, I can get you at a discount. Just when you order, please use the code LOVEMeTender, and that $169 black wedge is going to set you back only $109. That's right, $60 off. And the $149 wedge will be $99, $50 off. If you use the code LOVEMeTender at checkout. HarryTaylorGolf.com. Love Me Tender in the code box at checkout. You're going to get yourself a great wedge at a great price. We appreciate it.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 800-554-4183 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 800-554-4183 to take your call now. Call 800-554-4183. That's 800-554-4183. Again, 800-554-4183.
I've owned my company for 14 years now, and I can tell you that payroll is a 4-letter word. I hate doing it. It eats up hours I don't have, and it costs me money I could be saving, but my accountant's too expensive, and I'm not sure who to call. But I know I need help.
We're Paychex, and we take all the hassles out of small business payroll. We save you time and money. It's easy. Call, fax, or give us your payroll information securely online, and we take care of the rest. We calculate the correct taxes, manage payments and direct deposits. We even send out your checks. Payroll doesn't need to be a 4-letter word anymore. We're so sure that we can save you time and money that we'll give you a month's payroll free just for calling 877-376-2829. Get 1 month's payroll for free. Call Paychex right now. 877-376-2829. That's 877-376-2829.
And those weekend golf guys, welcome back. Thanks for hanging. I'm John Ashton in studio here, all alone. Jeff Smith being a political animal this week with the PGA up in Chicago, and want to say hi again to Steve Coulton from OnCore Golf, who is kind of talking to us about who he thinks the best has the best odds for winning the Masters this coming weekend. And so far, we've gone 5-4-3. Jordan Spieth, Jason Day, and Ricky Fowler, millennials all. Anybody on your list going to be under 30, Steve?
Yeah, so I'm going to continue. I'm going to continue with that theme right now with number 2, Dustin Johnson, DJ.
Okay.
He's like Fowler. He's tied for 3rd in top 10s this year. He's played in one less event, 7. So out of 7 events, he's got 4 top 10s. He's always, been a strong contender in past majors. So I think he's going to be right up there again. And number 1 is Rory. He's comfortable being a champion. He's got 4 majors, but he's missing out on Augusta.
Yeah.
And the Vegas has him 8-1 on the odds. And
was it 3 or 4 years ago when Rory was in contention, and then I think it was on number 10 or something, he pulled his tee shot into somebody's backyard? Yeah, he was hitting his second shot from like between 2 houses. It was like one of my shots.
Yeah. He said the last time he skipped the par 3 tournament was the best he played.
Yeah.
So I think he's hoping that'll be the case this year. And if you make any money off these picks, I expect a commission.
A commission.
If you lose any money, just blame John.
That's right. That's right. You can go right now to those weekendgolfguys.com/fantasy, and you can play along. You can either go with Steve or against him, however you want to do it. But you can play some fantasy golf, unless you're in New York State, Steve, because I believe your legislature has said this is gambling. Every other state in the union says, no,
Really?
It's just a friendly little game.
God, I'm surprised they haven't locked me up yet.
Well, just tell them you're calling from Erie and nobody will.
How about a long shot?
You got any ideas if someone said, hey, give me a long shot. Give me somebody that may break out and you've never heard of them before, or they haven't won before, or they're not a household name. Anybody on your radar on that criteria?
It's funny you say that. That Jason Day was playing against in the Dell Championship. I can't pronounce his name.
Yeah, Oosthuizen?
Yeah,
Louis Oosthuizen.
That was one. The other one that's not a big surprise would be Adam Scott. I think.
Yeah.
Going through all these lists and then realizing that I left him out. He's had a pretty darn good year with a couple wins to date. So I wouldn't be surprised if he shows up on there. What about you? You got any outliers?
I still, being an old dude myself, I still have a real emotional attachment to Phil.
Yeah.
I really want to see Mr. Mickelson pull it off yet again.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
It would be
That
fantastic.
Would be awesome.
But no, and Justin Thomas, but he qualified with a win earlier in the season, and we know his dad. He's a club pro here in town, so be rooting for Justin, who didn't do so well in the match play last weekend. Didn't get any points, and love to see him at least show well. But
that'd be a great story.
Yeah, he has a tendency, however, to I don't want to say choke, but you can see on Sunday when he's in contention, and he has been on multiple occasions since he started. He does get a little tight. But I got to say, Rory's going to have to putt a lot better than he did last weekend if he's going to pull a win off at Augusta, man.
Well, he was out on the boat after he lost with Jordan. So they're well rested. That's how those guys prepare.
Hey, I saw the videos. Well rested is not what I would imagine they were.
Well, and John, you're still planning on Monday qualifying, right?
Yeah. No, man, my driver fell through. So I mean, my driver to Augusta, not my driver. But
just call up Uber.
Yeah. I'm still paying them off from a week in Orlando, man. So. We got a few minutes. Let's just talk golf in general, man. You know, one of the things that a lot of us amateurs, I think, would really benefit by is by competing. You know, a lot of us don't want to play for anything because it can be embarrassing if you lose, yada, yada, yada. But watching last weekend's tournament, match play makes so much sense as a format for competition with amateurs. Because, I mean, you can blow up, you can hit 3-4 balls in the water, and it still only counts as one. And
I agree. I think, yeah, we get so focused on the end score that if we have a hole where we throw up the snowman, it's like we feel defeated. Oh, there goes our chance of shooting a good score. But in match play, you're right. It's all out the window, and it's just on to the next hole, which is really a good mentality for playing golf.
Yeah. I always wonder, I don't know if is there a rule of thumb for when you give a putt? And what's the demarcation line between being generous and being a jerk? You know? I guess it's later on in a round, the putts get shorter and shorter before you make them good, or what?
I think it's dependent upon the player. If you're questioning their putting skills, you might be a little bit stricter with making them putt out. And if they're a solid putter, you usually just give it to them. You know,
if I see you miss a 3-footer, you ain't getting nothing from me.
But yeah, we all shake with a couple feet left, so it's usually a good idea to make people putt because those are some of the hardest putts to make.
Yeah, they are. So being in the golf business, one of the notorious complaints of everybody who is in the golf business is you don't get to play golf anymore. But you guys, you still get out on a regular basis and play?
I'm actually on the golf course now.
Wow.
No, I wish I was. Yeah, we do, and it's funny. It's funny you say that. I was in Connecticut working a golf show last weekend with one of our sales reps, and he's a golf professional himself. He's a teacher. His name's Rich LaConche, and he actually covers the South Florida section for us. But he was saying, you know, with the golf pro today, he goes, he tells younger golf pros getting into the game, you know, they can't take our golf away from us or our ability, our teaching and our ability to play.
Right.
And he's kind of saying you gotta get out on the course and play. And I guess he told this story of Jack Nicklaus and Jack had one of the clubs that he had owned. A member had come in and asked where the pro was, and the assistant said, "Oh, he's out on the golf course." And the member made a comment like, "Again?" And I guess Jack tapped him on the back of the shoulder and said, that's his job, that's his livelihood. He should be out there playing and working with the members. That's what you want. And I think it's the same for people in the industry. You want, whatever you're doing, whether it's selling golf balls or teaching, you should be out there playing and really enjoying the sport, or else what's the point, right?
Exactly. That's our sentiments exactly. And that's what we tell the IRS whenever they say, "What do you mean you're deducting all these rounds?" Say, "Hey, it's work, buddy." Half the time they buy it. Half the time, not so much. But all right, just to recap, Steve, you've got the Avant, which is a great ball, and then the 1st of May. What's the new name for the hollow core? Caliber, and they're coming out. And now, for people who may not have them in their pro shop yet, because we know that's going to be coming any second now, but can they go online and order balls direct?
Yeah. So if you go online, I actually just put in a code for you. It's called Weekend.
Okay.
And if you put that in, you'll get 15% off. And the website is OnCoreGolf.com, www.OnCoreGolf.com. ONCORE golf.com.
ONCORE.com. Thank you. 15% off any purchase. That's great. Steve Coulton for OnCore Golf. And we'll be back the end of April, and you can handicap the Kentucky Derby for us, okay?
I'll leave that to you, John. Yeah, I'll leave that to you.
Or intrepid producer
take
Mark
your-
is expert at horse racing, so maybe we'll handicap it for you. There, turnabout, being fair play. Steve, thanks for spending
Sounds
time with
good.
us. Thanks for spending time with us, man.
Great,
Always fun.
Thanks for having me on.
Hey,
It's always a pleasure.
It certainly
Appreciate
is.
it.
Always great talking to you, man. We'll talk again soon. And we will talk again
All
to,
right, take
to
care.
you, too. Hang out with us every weekend right here, same time, same place you're at now. Check us out online, thoseweekendgolfguys.com. You can follow us on facebook.com/golfguys. Follow us on Twitter at WKND Golf Guys. I think I got all the shameless self-promotion plugs out there. You can go, of course, to thoseweekendgolfguys.com/fantasy and take advantage of the Masters picks you just heard from Steve, or pick your own. It's going to be fun. Have a great weekend. We will see you next weekend. Go out in the interim and play some golf. Harry Taylor is a PGA Tour golfer, best known for his short game and for the fact that he is the tailor in TaylorMade. He has been a designer of golf clubs for a long time. And one of the things he really wanted to do was design wedges that would work well out of the box for 98% of the golfing public. That's you and me, people. HarryTaylorGolf.com. Go take a look at these wedges. One, they're beautiful. Two, they work really, really well for 98% of us. And three, I can get you at a discount. Just when you order, please use the code LOVEMeTender, and that $169 black wedge is going to set you back only $109. That's right, $60 off. And the $149 wedge will be $99, $50 off. If you use the code LOVEMeTender at checkout. HarryTaylorGolf.com. Love Me Tender in the code box at checkout. You're going to get yourself a great wedge at a great price. We appreciate it.
I've owned my company for 14 years now, and I can tell you that payroll is a 4-letter word. I hate doing it. It eats up hours I don't have, and it costs me money I could be saving. But my accountant's too expensive, and I'm not sure who to call. But I know I need help.
We're Paychex, and we take all the hassles out of small business payroll. We save you time and money. It's easy. Call, fax, or give us your payroll information securely online, and we take care of the rest. We calculate the correct taxes, manage payments and direct deposits. We even send out your checks. Payroll doesn't need to be a 4-letter word anymore. We're so sure that we can save you time and money that we'll give you a month's payroll free just for calling 877-376-2829. Get 1 month's payroll for free. Call Paychex right now. 877-376-2829. That's 877-376-2829.